How would you describe your music, Lex?
It's hard to give it a good description. We cover a little bit of everything from country to R&B. Our originals cover a vast range of music.
I wanted to talk a little bit about how you got interested in music. How did you first start?
I asked Santa Claus for a drum set for my 5-year-old Christmas, and he brought me one, and here I am 20 years later.
When did you think about what would be your instrument of choice? How did you make that decision?
I wanted to make as much noise as possible, so I chose the drums, and then it led to guitar and piano later on.
And you play piano, and you also play guitar, and you still playing drums at all?
I try to at home. I have my kit set up at home, but I don't get to play out as often because they always make me front the band now.
Who were some of your early influences?
I started up in church, and so gospel was a huge influence in me growing up in Christian music, which led to soulful artists such as Lady Gaga, John Mayer, along those lines.
All right, let's talk about writing your own music. Why did you think that was important?
When I was 21 years old, I had a cousin pass away. It's the tattoo on my neck, actually. And when she passed away, it just came out, and I never stopped after that.
So, describe for us your creative process. How do you write a song?
I write a song when I can't get it out of my head. I'll have lyrics or a melody or a chord progression come in, and I physically almost can't function until I put it out on paper and put it into the world.
When you look at songwriting, do you try to look at a certain style of music, or do you create your own?
I absolutely try to create my own. I refuse to give myself a genre title when I go into writing a song, just because I want to give it freedom to become whatever it wants to be on its own.
Let me ask you about the future. What do you hope to be doing in 5 years?
5 years, I hope to be releasing independently albums of my own, recording myself and my band in my own studio, and to develop my merch brand further and hopefully see where that goes.
Let's talk about that. How does someone like you make that move? How does that happen for you?
It starts with a lot of investment, the equipment needed, space to do it in your own home, preferably, unless you want to pay someone else to do it, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So really investing in the equipment and then having good musicians like these guys to back me up.
Let's talk a little bit about the people that were on stage with you that night and the ones that they're going to be seeing on January 12th. Tell us about those folks.
I've got Adam Cooper on keys and saxophone. Adam's been with me for a couple years now and is my rock of the band, I like to say. Shelly Ray is going to be on the bass, and she and I grew up actually in the same churches when I was a young child, and she was playing bass when I was a little kid. So we have the same styles, and we just read each other's minds. And then Jim George has been playing music for longer than I've been alive, 40 years now, and he is going to be playing drums for me tonight and is just an incredible studio musician.
So tell us a little bit about the set list people can expect on January 12th. How did you put it together? What type of songs did you want people to know?
I tried to pull a little bit from every genre that I've written in so that people could get a taste of everything that we do, not just, the slow side or the fast side. I wanted to give them kind of a combination of everything.
And once again, what's in the future for Lex Burrows? You have Lex and the Luthors, you play with a band, but you do a lot of solo work. When are you going to make that decision, solo or with a band?
I don't plan to make the decision unless I'm forcibly made to. I would love to take my band with me on tour if I get the opportunity someday with my solo music, but I plan to just do whatever comes to me.
Once again, so much congratulations for what you've done so far, and we look forward to a great future for you.
Thank you so much.